Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Pink Diamond HAKEEM OLAJUWON. This card came out earlier this weekend, I guess, in the Chills Festival. 7-foot big, should be, I think, a top 3 big man in my team, without a doubt. Is he the best? I don't know. Honestly, Embiid's a little better on paper, and Wemby is 7'4" and glitchy. I think those two guys are probably better, but HAKEEM's going to be extremely, extremely good, and he is technically gettable from grinding the game as well. You're just gonna have to play the game 4 hours a day for the next 2 weeks and like be very, very dedicated with it to have a chance to get this card for free, if not more than that. Like it's a lot of playing and probably mostly offline to get this HAKEEM. That being said, to get him now definitely cost a few $100s. I do appreciate my guy Nate for letting me use his account to record this gameplay. Really appreciate that a lot. I am excited to see what this card can do, and hopefully he's good, man. Would I recommend getting him right now? No, it's too much money to spend, I think, to get the card. If you want to grind for him, see if they drop more challenges throughout the week. I could see them potentially dropping some more challenges and making him a little easier to get without spending that money. Obviously, you can spend MT on packs as well to get pieces, but you're gonna have to spend a lot of MT to get a significant chunk of pieces if you're not spending money. Either way, he's an interesting card. I don't know if he's going to be gettable for most people, but that is okay. I don't think he's overpowered if you don't get him. I will say that. 98 offense, 99 defense. He's got great stats. 83 3 ball, 92 mid-range, 90 standing and driving dunk. Defensively, he's elite on really everywhere. 89 perimeters, still really good. The 94 block, 97 interior, 88 speed, 89 agility. 92 strength, 95 stamina. He's spectacularly good. Very, very complete now. My guy Nate did add some extra batters to him. He gave him Legend Box Out Beast. I believe Lightning Launch, Limitless Range were added. On-Hoff, Legend On-Ball Menace, and Posterizer. He souped the heck out of this card, gave him some extra badges, but as y'all can see, he pretty much has every single important big man badge in the game. He's extremely versatile. He's going to be dominant on the interior, and I would expect him to be one of the best couple bigs in my team. So we'll see what he can do. I think his jumper's pretty good, and I think he even moves pretty darn good, especially for a 7-foot center. I believe he's got the Aaron Fox escape, which is super nice. And then drag back wise, I mean, it's that Steph drag back, but not horrible. And he can definitely get some bursts out of that and stuff as well. And then jump shot wise, it's good, man. Vucevic base. I forget what upper. I think he might have Boogie upper. That could be wrong about that, but I think it is Boogie. It's not like the fastest jumper in the game, but it's smooth and easy, and it's not slow. It reminds me, honestly, a lot of Embiid's jumper in terms of speed and ease with which you green it and stuff. Not the best, but pretty good. I would say overall, he honestly is very similar to Embiid. I think Embiid's probably a little better, but they're very similar cards, and I do think the HAKEEM card is going to have really good longevity and just be an elite two-way option. Definitely right up there with the best bigs in my team, and an extremely good card. Not one I'd spend a ton of money to get, but I understand a lot of people might, and that is their choice. So either way, I'm excited to see what HAKEEM can do. Let's hop into a game. Let's see what HAKEEM OLAJUWON is capable of. All right, let's see what we're looking at for our opponent's team, and he's got Bosh as his big, so a good big there. Honestly, the rest of his squad isn't insane. Dame and Zion especially are kind of weak points, but Clay and Bowen are solid. I do think we have a favorable matchup here overall, though, and I mean, obviously, Bosh is an extremely elite card in his own right. He matches HAKEEM in a lot of ways statistically, but I do think HAKEEM's probably a little better on the interior for sure, and overall should be really, really good. So we'll see how this matchup goes. Good defense immediately. Step out. We don't really got to overplay Zion as a shooter, though, because he's really obviously looking to run to the rim far more than anything else. So got to keep that in mind. And my icon didn't work. I tried to icon to HAKEEM, and for some reason I didn't switch. I don't know why. Okay, that was a weird start. Not a big deal. Burst downhill here. Obviously, Dame is not really a huge threat when it comes to defense, and that opens things up for HAKEEM to get a wide open 3. Beautiful stuff. We'll take that. Driving Dame, forcing help, and getting an open 3 and knocking it down. Good stuff to start off the game for HAKEEM. That's what we can't let Zion do, is just run to the rim, because he will make us pay if we let him get that low. That's a good look though. Bosh, what the load? Huh? I don't know what's going on. The fact I just missed that bad is kind of a bad look. It's fine. We're good. HAKEEM goes up and snags the board. We are running the floor in transition. We got the speed to push the floor. Oh, look at the crossover. Oh, my goodness, HAKEEM. Crossover blow-by on a really good defender, and Klay Thompson gets to the rim off the hop step and yams it. Beautiful stuff. That's what I like to see by HAKEEM OLAJUWON right there. Get back to him. Good defense. Contest that easily. Perfect. And we're right back out in transition. That speed. Bowen's a great defender, but he just physically isn't going to match a guy like HAKEEM OLAJUWON. You see it right there again, starting off just spectacularly well, and then getting back as well. He's got that speed. You can notice that's where a guy like him or a guy like Embiid, even a Bosch, Wimby doesn't match that. You know what I mean? And I think there is a lot to say about that level of athletic ability to just recover and fix things in transition and stuff. And that's pretty nice. And that leads to a 9-4 lead, and then a bump for HAKEEM too. Hold up, he's hooping. Why is his between the legs so good too? Okay, relax. We're good. Still, that between the legs animation is nice too. He's actually got a lot more utility as a ball handler at center than almost any big I've tried. Well, pretty much every big that I've tried this year. Look how fast he is off the dribble. Blows by, downhill drive. He really is feeling like a point center in a lot of ways. Having it between the legs like he has, having an escape like he has, having the speed that he has, and just like the way he's getting a couple of really good bursts and stuff. Offensively, I'm loving this card so far. I knew defensively he'd be great. I knew he'd be awesome on the interior. But the perimeter game that it feels like he has is legit. And I like that a lot. I don't think that's something that I would say is true for a Joel Embiid. As good as Embiid is, I mean, Embiid has the speed as well, sure. But in general, not sure he quite has that same style of offensive ability. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, to be totally honest. Not a great foul there, but it doesn't really matter. I kind of forced the shot with HAKEEM that possession anyways, so you can have your 2 points, or sorry, your 1 point. He's in the bonus, and yet they call the transition takes. We only got 1 free throw instead too. Well, I guess he still has the ball though, so watch the backdoor cut. Perfect. Good switch. He went up with that. I don't know what result he expected, honestly, going up with that shot. But let's go right back to our pick and pop. Drive the ball again. HAKEEM OLAJUWON, catch and shoot, green bean again. His shot isn't bad at all, especially off of that no dip. Like I said, it's not the best jumper in the game by any means, but it's good. And defensively, man, Bosch has nothing. HAKEEM walls him up perfectly. He's laterally better than Bosch is overall. And then again, he's not going to get pushed around on the inside by anybody. Elite strength, elite size, quality player build, all that type of stuff. I mean, what else is there to say so far? HAKEEM just absolutely playing his butt off so far in this game. Push the floor. And I think we might just have a stick. No, chill. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Those like run into players' leg animations where you wind up dropping the ball and getting a turnover are kind of annoying. But catch and shoot again. He's late contesting. I missed it. No way. That one's got to be green. That's on me. It is what it is. Still a very good first quarter, honestly. But that one is a shot that I feel like I needed to make. And unfortunately wasn't able to. But we get the ball back again. 15.5 seconds left here in the first quarter. He put Chris Kaman in the game. Uh-oh, that's a mismatch. Good luck. I'm going to run pick and roll, and we're going to try to throw a lob and dunk on Chris Kaman's head is the idea. Okay, it didn't work. I forced it. It's all right. We're good. Get there, contest, good defense, and we end the first quarter with an 8-point lead. Not bad. HAKEEM with all 13 points. Not a perfect quarter, but a very good one. I will say he's a couple speeds slower than Embiid, 1 or 2. He feels like dang near the same card and a little more creative off the dribble. That's my initial impression. Is like, and honestly, I have a Wimby gameplay that will either drop later today or it's already dropped. I'm not 100% sure when y'all watch this. He feels just as good as Wimby does because the speed and mobility is valuable offensively and defensively. And there are things about that Wimby card that aren't as good as last year with the way the game plays and his jumper not being uncontestable and stuff. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think you could make the argument HAKEEM's the best big in the game. Call me crazy. He is a monster, though. That is no doubt about it. At worst, this is the 3rd best big man in my team, and that's at very worst. I would say he is, again, not the greatest opponent here that we're playing against, but this card is really nice. And even there, look how quick that shot is. It's an open, no contest, even though he's getting closed out on. Yeah, Beal's not the biggest defender, but pretty impressive. Really, really impressive. I'm very, very pleased with this HAKEEM card. I will not be grinding for him personally unless they drop a ton of pink diamond pieces that are attainable for free sometime next week. But overall, my impression of this card is that he is extremely, extremely good. I don't think spending a ton of money to get him is the move, but I can understand why somebody would want to really grind for this card. And honestly, I can understand people who are going to spend some money on this card. Like, I get it. He is very, very good. So I'd like to get one more bucket with him. Try to go see if we can like quick slip a dunk or something like that. Maybe even quick slip a lob. Go behind. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness, HAKEEM. That was freaking nasty. 20 points, 9 of 11, 2 of 4 from 3. That lob right there is a great play to end off on. HAKEEM OLAJUWON might be the best big in the game. I don't know. He's definitely up there. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.